It appears that unfettered migration has not psychologically or culturally adapted to America, and as a result, there's been a terror attack in DC on the National Guard. Let's get into it.
Comment on this horrifying news out of Washington, D.C. We know that 2 National Guard troops have been shot in what appears to be pretty obviously a terrorist attack near the White House. We now have the identity of the person who did the shooting. According to the New York Post, this person is a 29-year-old Afghan national who came to the United States during the 2021 Afghanistan withdrawal. The person's name is Rahmanullah Lakanwal, who apparently literally just ambushed these soldiers.
My name is Casey. I'm the Rumble Right Dad, and I started this channel to promote a future of faith, fatherhood, and freedom in America, and that has something to do with the psychology of trying to bring in immigrants from all over the world and try to help them assimilate into a culture. And then you have other people saying we don't even have a culture. I've been a psychologist for more than 10 years, a father for more than a decade, and a husband for more than a decade, and I am concerned that our polity is going the way of the UK. Please like, share, and subscribe on the way in. Let's get into it.
Fire struck a female guard in the chest and then shot her in the head. This person apparently entered the country under Operation Allies Welcome and then resettled in Bellingham, Washington. He allegedly fired at and struck the second guard as well, and then a third guard stationed nearby rushed to the area and took him down. The suspect was shot 4 times and was hauled away nearly naked in an ambulance, apparently acted alone. Now, they're pretending that there is no obvious motive here, but reports suggest that this person, while performing the shooting, was shouting Allahu Akbar, which of course is a peaceful cry of wonder and joy, as we know historically speaking here. And there's so much to say about this. Joe Biden decided that in perfectly cowardly and ignominious fashion, the United States was going to flee Afghanistan and leave the entire country in the hands of the Taliban. We are simply going to withdraw air support. We are going to make it impossible for the Afghan government to stand up to the Taliban in any way, shape, or form. They rushed through the country.
Reading from the Daily Wire, President Trump announced on Thursday that Specialist Sarah Beckstrom of the West Virginia National Guard had passed away after being shot near the White House the day before. Trump delivered the news as families across the United States celebrated Thanksgiving, saying, "I must unfortunately tell you that seconds before I went on right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, Guardswoman, that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started in 2023, outstanding in every way, just passed away. She is no longer with us. She's looking down on us right now. Her parents are with her. This just happened," said President Trump. This is the type of Thanksgiving that would have been preventable had we not thought that everyone was a blank slate and that everyone could just assimilate to everything, and that we had magic soil in the United States that would just allow for everyone to just integrate into our culture. And then you have left-wing politicians saying that we don't have a culture at all and that, Americans bad and all that stuff. Gary Beckstrom, her father, said that he was holding her hand right now. She has a mortal wound and it is not going to be a recovery. The young lady was 20 years old and had reportedly volunteered to serve over the Thanksgiving holiday so that other National Guard members could spend time at home with their families. She volunteered, as many guardsmen guardsmen and women did, so that other people could be at home with their families, yet now their families are in hospital rooms with them while they're fighting for their lives, Attorney General Pam Bondi said. Pam Bondi can get fired any day now. She's the worst. They answered the call, they took the charge, they volunteered, they put their lives on the line for people that they didn't even know, and unfortunately is becoming a reality more and more that members of our law enforcement are in danger, Shapiro said. Now, this is the result not only of the Afghanistan withdrawal, which was pathetic, but also of the ways that we have begun to have left-wing politicians and almost every major left-wing commentator say that this is a fascist regime and that they deserve to be, treated aggressively in the public polity. And until we shut that language down, we will not have a country that can live in this dichotomy, this duality of the two different worldviews and still have a peaceful republic. But let's see what happens. We need, with everything that we have, to clamp down on this type of left-wing or immigrant violence so that we don't become the United Kingdom or worse. If you can support anything along these lines of a psychologist looking at the modern polity and saying that it's untenable, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you again real soon.